For years, Cleveland Browns fans have been waiting. Not just hoping, not just dreaming, actually waiting. Waiting for that moment when we could finally point to our quarterback and say, that's our guy. That's the one. And I'm telling you right now, that moment might actually be here. Because after everything we've been through, after all the disappointments and false starts, Shedder Sanders just walked into First Energy Stadium and changed the entire conversation about where this franchise is headed. And it all went down in Week 12 when nobody was really expecting it. Let me paint you the picture. The Browns were spiraling. 3 games in a row they couldn't get it done. The offense was sputtering. Fans were frustrated, and honestly, it felt like just another season slipping away. Then Shedder Sanders, a kid who barely got any playing time earlier in the year, gets his shot. And what does he do? He goes out there, and he throws for 209 yards on 11 completions out of 20 attempts. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And most importantly, he leads the Browns to a 24-10 victory over Las Vegas. But here's the thing that got everyone's attention. It wasn't just a win. It was the kind of performance that made you go, wait, who is this kid, and why have we been sleeping on him? That one game was enough. Because Coach Kevin Stefanski, and you have to respect what Stefanski brings to this team, he didn't hesitate. He didn't waffle. He went right to the depth chart and officially named Shedder Sanders the starter for the matchup against San Francisco. That's a massive signal. This isn't some coach trying to find someone who can muddle through a few snaps. This is a coach showing the whole organization, the fan base, and frankly, the entire NFL, that Cleveland is ready to commit to this young quarterback's potential. And when Stefanski talked about the move, he said something that really stuck with me. He said, obviously, the number one job of a quarterback is to win, so I'm excited to see him get that first win under his belt. That's not just coach speak. That's confidence. Real confidence. Now let's talk about what led to this moment, because context matters. Dillon Gabriel had been the starter after Deshaun Watson went down with an injury, but Gabriel's numbers, 59.2% completion rate, 937 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, they weren't cutting it. The offense lacked consistency. There was no spark. The fans could feel it, the coaches could see it, and frankly, the team needed something different. They needed someone who could bring energy, someone young enough to grow into the role, someone who could learn and improve in real time. Enter Shedder Sanders. Here's what makes Sanders special, and why I think the Browns front office saw something in him that's genuinely game-changing. He's a dual-threat quarterback. That mobility, that arm strength, that confidence in his demeanor, it's exactly what this offense has been missing. Think about it. How long has it been since Browns fans could actually get excited about a quarterback who could extend plays with his legs and make something out of nothing? How long since we had someone who could keep defenses honest by being a threat to run? That's Sanders' game. He can beat you with his arm, or he can beat you with his feet. And against a defense like San Francisco's, one of the most elite in the entire league, that kind of versatility isn't just nice to have. It's essential. But here's where I want to get real with you for a second. This isn't just about one game or one player making a nice debut. This is about the trajectory of an entire franchise. The Browns have been patient. They've been waiting for the right moment to fully commit to a young quarterback who could be their future. And the decision to name Sanders the official starting quarterback, listed right there at QB1 on the official depth chart, that's a turning point. That's the front office and coaching staff saying, we believe in this guy. We think he can lead us to wins now and for years to come. Think about what's at stake here. The AFC North is absolutely brutal. The Ravens, the Bengals, the Steelers, every single team in this division is fighting for position. Every single game counts. And Cleveland needs a quarterback who can perform under that kind of pressure, who can step into primetime moments and deliver. That's what separates the pretenders from the real contenders in this league. And based on what we saw in Week 12, Sanders might actually be that guy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is a guaranteed success story. That would be irresponsible. Sanders is still a rookie. He still has a ton to prove. But what I will tell you is that the opportunity in front of him is massive. And the Browns organization is clearly believing in him enough to let him run with it. That kind of faith from your coaching staff, that kind of public commitment, it can either be the best thing that ever happened to a young quarterback's career, or it can be the pressure that breaks him. My money is on the former. The key for Sanders going forward is going to be consistency. He showed flashes of brilliance in his debut, but now he needs to string together solid performance after solid performance. He needs to make smart decisions, limit the turnovers, handle the pressure, and prove that he's not just a one-game wonder. If he does that, if he can go out there and lead the Browns to wins against top-tier competition, then this decision could legitimately be remembered as the moment the franchise shifted. This could be the beginning of a new era in Cleveland football. And let's not overlook what this move says about the Browns' philosophy moving forward. They're done just developing players for the future. They want results now. They want to compete. They want to fight for a division title. They want to make a deep playoff run. And by giving Sanders the reins, by trusting him with the most important position on the field, they're saying loud and clear, we believe our future is now. We're not waiting anymore. The road ahead isn't going to be easy. San Francisco's defense is one of the best in the league. But if Sanders can rise to the occasion, show maturity beyond his years, and potentially lead the Browns to a W, it could be defining. Not just for the season, but for the entire trajectory of this franchise. Browns fans know all about resilience and fighting spirit. We've seen this team go through hell and come out the other side. And this team has that in spades right now. We're looking for our young quarterback to be the catalyst for a new era. One filled with hope, excitement, and most importantly, wins. So before I let you go, I need to ask you something. Do you believe Shedder Sanders is the guy? Are you excited about where this team is heading with him at the helm? Because I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. Your voice matters, and honestly, this is exactly the kind of conversation that keeps this community alive. And if you're feeling this energy, if you're ready to ride with the Browns through this new chapter, make sure you're subscribed to Browns Breakout so you don't miss any of the updates and analysis as this season unfolds. Hit that like button too. It helps us keep this conversation going and gets the algorithm working in our favor to bring you the latest Browns news and breakdowns. This is just the beginning of something special, and I can feel it. The season is heating up, Sanders is ready, and Cleveland is about to remind the rest of the league what we're all about. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come.